Hi, you're watching Corey Unedited. This beautiful face is Corey, and this is an unedited video. I wanted so bad to have great news about releasing a video on my other channel, but it hasn't happened yet. I did start learning how to use the editing software. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. And it was a 2-camera shoot, so I'm using their multi-camera feature. And I'm learning stuff. Things aren't going perfectly because, I'm brand new. My experience with a non-linear editor before this, I believe, was 0 minutes. I had watched somebody do it before. That was... I can't think of the name of it. It's for Apple's. I think it's from Apple. It's like the professional version of iMovie, whatever that's called. I don't remember the name of it. So sorry, my mind is still trying to come up with that name, and it's not coming right now. Anyways, so I had seen how that worked, and got some concepts of how you're supposed to do these things. And so my attempt to use DaVinci Resolve was really my first time. Now, I did try using the non-linear... I don't normally have trouble saying that word. The non-linear editing features from Blender. But that was a long time ago. Oh, excuse me. I had frame rate sync issues with it. It was weird. So, with DaVinci Resolve, I put my 2 cameras and my audio file in as 3 with a quote-unquote angles for the multicam. And you just mark the audio one as audio only, mark the other 2 as video only, and I've been editing. And while I was editing, the preview was really choppy, and I figured that was just because I was in preview mode, probably maxing out, taxing out my processor and all that. So today, after I'd done quite a few edits, after I had done quite a few edits, I thought, you know what, I should go ahead and export this and see what it looks like. Because for them it's called rendering. It's... in DaVinci Resolve, there's a little rocket ship icon that is deliver, and then once you're on the deliver screen, you select some rendering options and you render it. So it took about 20 minutes to render a 5-minute movie, and it rendered as an MOV. I opened it up in Windows Media Player, and I realized that when either I did something, or when it did the automatic synchronization when I first imported it, the sound was off by probably a full second. So I'm like, and here we're looking at such and such, and then the pan over to what I was looking at. So that was messed up, and I think the playback was a little choppy. I'm going to try a fresh restart on my computer and load it in case my computer is just having problems. On a fresh reload, I'll play it, see if it's still choppy. So, I'm still working on it. Oh, forgive all the yawning. If this wasn't called unedited, I would edit those out. See, I can't even speak. I guess I need to have more caffeine. Now, I'm supposed to be going home. Well, respect my wife. Then head to the house. I kind of want to start over on that project, that video project. I'm thinking about it. I don't want to release bad product. And I certainly don't want to give up. See, this is the point in other areas where I've hit a brick wall and I got frustrated. Well, this darn thing ain't working. It ain't worth blah, blah, blah. And blame, blame, blame. No. Maybe I should have used my traffic app, because this isn't looking the most promising. Now, if I stay in the lane where I am, I have to turn right on Highland, but that might be better than being stuck over there, so we'll see. So, I was ranting about my difficulty with DaVinci Resolve. I don't think the blame I don't think the blame lies with DaVinci Resolve. It is probably with the inadequacy of my laptop. I didn't buy a top-of-the-line laptop to begin with, and it's somewhere in the vicinity of 3 or 4 years old, I think. I mean, it had Windows 7 on it when I bought it. Or was it Windows 8? If it was 8, it was 8.1, because I never had to deal with that crappy interface that was 8 on my own laptop. My daughter had one that had 8.0, and I hated it. So I might have started with 8.1, not 7. Anyways, whatever it was, it's on Windows 10 now. So, once I decide how to move forward, I'll get that video edited, get it up, and be very happy to come back here yet again and tell you that it's ready. In the meantime, I am declaring I am not giving up. I am not going to let this beat me. There was a time, probably 10 or more years ago, where I started playing around with PHP and MySQL. Wow, I can't speak today. I was playing around with PHP and MySQL, and I ran into some stupid little problem, and I didn't know where to go for help, and I was just stuck, and I walked away from it. So I'm not going to let that happen to me again. I'm going to stick with DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to learn how to use it. If I have to buy a new laptop, and I've already been thinking about that anyways, for this, I want to make sure I get a computer that can handle it. So, anyways, that's enough of a little bit of a rant from me. As soon as it's safe to hit the stop button, I'll end the video. I wasn't yawning like this before I got in the car.